I'll offend you, but yeah, ladies and gents, boys and girls, welcome back to it. It's another edition of the Triple T, the Tasty Teardown Thursdays, where we sit and have a vape. We're going to have a beer, and unfortunately tonight our guest is Mr. Steampugs himself, all the way from the UK. Well, what? Thank you, sir. Thank you for being here. Thank you for dressing like Grim Green.
I get that a lot. Grim Green dresses like me.
Yeah, because of the age factor. We got that over all these punks, man. Everyone's like, hey, you got a beard like... No. They have a beard like me.
Exactly.
This beard on my face is 9 years old.
There is... So, the thing is with Grim Green is, he used to, on the occasional show, he'd wear this shirt, and for about 2 months, and I said it to everyone, I said, I fucking really like that shirt. I don't know where he's got it from. I can't find it anywhere on the internet. And I really want it. And then Creed, you know, Kevin Reid from Creed's Custard, he sent me a link and he said, I believe he gets his shirts from here. And it was Dixon's. Never heard of him. So I went on Dixon's site and lo and behold, there was this shirt. So I bought it straight away.
Yeah. Grim, actually, yeah, he advocates it's in all of his chats. What shirt he's wearing, where it's from. Oh, like flannel in America is like a big thing. Like,
this is
like Dickies and then Dixon's. What is that?
I've never heard of it because I'm in the UK. So
yeah, me too.
I bought it and then I thought, well, if I wear it, then I'm just going to be a Grim Green fanboy. So I started looking on the website and saw a couple more. So I've like bought 4 this month.
Yeah,
and they are exceptionally fucking nice shirts. But the thing is, there's that much of a hype with them that you get suckered into it, and it's like the shirt drops at 5 o'clock. You're getting paid, and you do have to be quick or you don't get one.
It's like t-shirt NFTs.
It's like real.
They'll just show you like the collar, and there's like, this is the new one, and it's like, what are you paying for one of those shirts?
It depends which ones. There's a couple of types. This ones with the snaps are £59. The ones with the buttons
£59
are £49 with the buttons, and I think the short sleeves are £30 now.
Okay, well, I think I'll wait for somebody to send me one, and then I'll cut the sleeves off.
Australia are cheap. About £10 cheaper.
I have a flannel, and it's like I don't want to missay it, but I think it's, what is that, like Gap? I think it's Gap.
Yeah, Gap do good stuff.
Yeah,
it's good quality.
Yeah, my sister lives in UK. She's been there for like 27 years. And she always shops at these like fancy stores or whatever, and then sends me shit, and then I'll be like wearing the shirt in the workshop, and I'll video call her, and she's like, "What are you doing? Don't wear that shirt in the workshop." I'm like, "Yeah, you know." Like, she's like, "No, it's like a fucking £100 shirt." I'm like, "Don't send me cool shit. It's just." Yeah. Ah, look at that. First in chat, Ohms e-liquid.
Yes, I've got it up now.
You got it?
Get it on live chat. Yeah, I had to wait for your thing to
Ohm Liquids, South Africa.
Nice. Oh, actually, I've got some.
I'll tell you something. When I saw this, because it's got like all the little snowflakes on it, I don't do ice. I really don't like ice. But it's blackcurrant and apple. Blackcurrant is one of my favorites. And then there was this one, Blue Crush. Also, kiwis, like, very good for me. So I was supposed to review this on Tuesday, but then we fell poorly. And I thought I would just try it anyway. I'm flipping impressed. I actually want to just say it. Out to South Africa, go get this shit. It's good. This is not as icy as you would see with the label with snowflakes on it. I've been vaping this all day. All day. I've done about a fucking third of the bottle. Yeah, it's very nice. I'm super impressed. So well done there, Ohms e-liquid RSA. Well done. First in chat in the YouTubes, obviously, Savage Simon 62.
Savage Simon.
What's up, Das? Other Indian connection. What's happening? Andy Carruthers. What's happening? Julian is in chat. What's up, Julian?
Sorry.
No worries. Okay. Everall Graham, what's happening, dude? Josh, not Herb. Oh, I haven't seen Josh, not Herb here before.
He's from our show. Plays from all the shows in the UK. He's always in chat.
Oh, okay. All right, Quibus, what's happening, Bob Brew? Nice on the Ultramol custard snack lunch you had today in your car. Scott Wood, what's happening? Savage Simon says evenings, everyone. Dante Thomas, what's up, Dante? Bro, what's going on? Good to hear your voice again. Away. Birdman 69.
Really? Where is he?
Birdman is. Oh, you see, I do this all the time. I've got the chats in another box here because the software gives it to me. And then I keep on forgetting that I'm supposed to only read the comments as they come up on the screen here so that people can relate to. So, Quibus Culver, what's happening? Scott Wood, hi all, hope is well. Savage Simon, aware Josh. Okay. Pugs. I'm not doing a fucking vape buffet with you, bro.
I can do some. I tell you what, I'll do.
This is only an hour-long show.
I'll just do. There's some liquids actually. I wasn't supposed to talk about until tomorrow.
No, but today is tomorrow.
Oh, it is for you, so I'll do anyway. Because they are 100% worth mentioning. And that's this range, which was sent to me. Serendipity. And it's made by Wick Liquor. It's Wick Liquor. You know Wick Liquor?
No, pronounce it in English. Wick Liquor.
Wick Liquor.
Oh, Wick Liquor. Actually, that sounds the same in my language too. Wick Liquor. Liquor. And Wick Liquor.
Wick Liquor.
Okay.
So it's made by, we had Mike on our show a couple of weeks ago and he was talking about it. And he sent us, a few of us, the box. And we've had them for a week. And they are unfucking believable. Unbelievable. Nice. I don't even do retail liquids because of the mixer. I cannot be anything but impressed with these liquids. They are fucking phenomenal. Brilliant. So I'm on them tonight. On the there's one called Vanilla Sky.
Oh, dude, salt. I'm there, 100%. I fucking love vanilla.
You know what though? Right,
if a woman wears vanilla perfume, she's gonna get ravaged.
Absolutely my favourite flavour, vanilla.
Yeah.
My least favourite one out of the range, even though it is very, very good. Because the other ones are just unreal.
No way.
This is bourbon vanilla, delectably sweetened with maple and marshmallow. Fit as. Then I showed you this, didn't I? I showed you the one that I finished.
Yes, you sent me some photos. Dude, it looks so sick. So sick. I mean, it's amazing that cap just matches everything that goes with it.
It was that cap was the reason I did it in the first place. When he sent it, I was like, I can do something with that, I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
So I called it Blood Orange. It's supposed to look like a robot being shot. And I didn't put it. Hey.
It makes me kind of, I just think of The Godfather, like straight away.
Yeah. You could do one like that.
Could call it like My Little Friend. Yeah.
I was thinking of, what's it called? You know, Murtaugh from, what's the 80s fucking, with, fucking Australian actor, Mad Max. Jesus Christ, his name's gone out of my head.
Mad Max.
Yeah. The original Mad Max. What was his name? The original actor. Fuck me. Oh, forget it.
I'm old enough to know, old enough to not remember.
Jesus Christ, Mel Gibson.
I was thinking of that and I couldn't work it out.
If you did it, you could do a Murtaugh one, where you could do like a smiley face of bullet holes, like he does in the range. That looks sick. And then put his face on the back.
That smiley face with the bullet holes is also from like a space themed movie, and the gang was called the Blue Oyster Gang, and the bad guy comes in, and they're like, he's got a bounty on his head or something, so he walks into their like clubhouse or whatever it is, or their bar, and they're like, everyone like draws their weapons to like apprehend him. And he shoots the smiley face on the wall. Ba, 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 ba. And he's like, I'll have a whiskey. And it's like stayed in my brain since ever. Like he gave no fucks.
You could do that with that. You could do that with that. In that one.
See the comments coming up. Kick Dicker. Wick Liqueur. Alcohol for your wicks.
Irie vibes.
Irie.
Cream hand-churned rum and raisin ice cream tilch.
Oh,
it is fucking phenomenal. I'm not even fucking joking. It's unbelievable. However, it's still not my favourite one.
All right, you go. Just pass my details on there. I'll hook them up with a distro in South Africa. Send me a box.
Honestly, you need them. Golden Sunset, which is
Coconut.
butter-rich pastry, deep filled with sweet fresh apples and muscovado caramel.
Fuck. I love apples and vape. I love apples and vape.
The best pastry I've ever tasted.
And I don't like pastries, but like if I go to a bakery or something, my go-to, other than donuts, is always like an apple Danish.
I love apple danishes.
Yeah.
Love them. Especially with custard. Sometimes you get them with a blob of custard in the middle. Fit as. Got my Steampugs Lipo. And in that is that Golden Sunset, the apple one. But my favourite one, which I'm vaping in another Steampugs Lipo, is the Sweet Nirvana, which is freshly pressed lemons, triple filtered through frozen sherbet granules. I have never tasted a sherbet that tastes so much like a sherbet.
Bro, that's like literally everything that I vape.
Yeah.
Like,
honestly, mate, you need to get this range. It's not out yet. I think it's coming out next week. So
hook
we're
a
talking
brother
about it.
up. Dante says, gosh, my ex-girlfriend's father was one of the stuntmen on the bridge scene in Mad Max. How cool is that? And we're talking about Mad Max.
Yeah. The original Mad Max is a phenomenal film.
Mr. Jeremy Furman's in the house, also known as AKA the Georgia Boy. What's happening? There were some comments there. I know that Ohms Liquid SA said, what beers are you boys on tonight? I'm crushing a couple of Stellas. And then I got a new tenant. Oh, fuck my life, I nearly dropped it. I got a new tenant and he was like, hey, do you like brandy? And I was like, yeah, I don't mind the brandy. So, Pugs, a thing in South Africa is we drink brandy and Coke. That's like you guys drink Bacardi and Coke, we drink brandy and Coke. But not like the Courvoisier kind of brandies that you get from France. It's not like a wine brandy. It's like a different type of brandy, if I can explain that like that. Like, Courvoisier is more of like a harsher brandy. This is sweeter. And it's by a company called Buffelsfontein Brandewijn. Your rubber bliksem. So yeah, that's gonna go down a treat. So, nice. What are you on, Pugs? What are you drinking?
Well, usually I will get all different beers, and I'll have a fridge full of all different beers, and each one will be different because I just like different flavours. I drink like a vape. Every time I get a bottle, it'll be a different one. The next one's going to be that Morehouse's Blonde Witch.
Nice.
Which is a pale ale. I like ales. I like beer. Proper
that's the thing with you UK guys. You really like your I'm not saying anything, but you really like your bland, flat things. Like for me, a pale ale is like, it's at the end of the night when you bloated and you can't drink anymore. You get a fucking ale just to like pretend to be drinking.
I like lager. If I go out drinking, I'll drink lager.
So I don't. Commercially wise, and I mean, you guys have Brewdog in the UK, so you're lucky like that. But commercially wise, what's your kind of restaurant go-to beer?
I do like Stella. If it's a good kind of Stella, I like Stella. I like all sorts. I like to. The thing is, with me, I don't like to get stuck in a rut with anything. So if I'm in a bar and they've got a beer there that I've never seen before, I'll have that. I'll try it.
But
I'll try anything.
Yeah, no, I'll try absolutely anything. But there's, like, for me, living abroad for so long, like, Carlsberg to me is the best beer in the world. I absolutely love Carlsberg. I'll take a Carlsberg over anything else. But I'll try one of your weird beers first, and then I'll go back to my Carlsberg. Like, it's
Carlsberg Export. Carlsberg Export is one of my favourite lagers of all time.
We don't, like, I suffer to find Carlsberg in South Africa. If I find, I just buy, like, 2 or 3 slabs. Whatever I can get, I'll just buy all of them. But that's the thing, like, being ADHD, and I understand what you're saying, because you and I are very similar in thought, or too many thoughts. It's like, if I go to a restaurant, I need to have my beer. I need that thing. Like, And I get very frustrated and confused if I don't get that thing. And I know what you're saying. I will try everything. Like my wife and I, we go out to dinner and we'll order 4 starters instead of mains so that I can try every little thing. I'm like, but then there's the time where I go to a restaurant and I have to have my T-bone steak with chips and egg. Like, and if I can't get it, then I'll just go to KFC because fuck it, I can't handle. It's weird how that happens.
I understand it. I can totally relate to it.
Yeah, but how can we be so like open to suggestion and then so steadfast in one particular thing?
Still need that constant. You always need that constant. Something
that brings you back. Yeah. I think just zeroing.
If we ever go to a restaurant, I mean, it sounds cheap as fuck. But when I go to any restaurant, if it's a restaurant that does like gourmet burgers and really nice fries, not just like burger and chips, but proper really messy gourmet burgers, I will have that, even if it's got a really posh menu, and I will judge the restaurant on that. If you get that right, I will expand to the rest of your menu. But you get that right, and I'm there.
Fucking straight up cheeseburger.
Yeah.
If it's the first time I'm going to a restaurant and I do this because like I'm a foodie, I've got like a little food blog on the side. I don't really work hard on it. It's just when I'm doing things. But I go to an Italian restaurant 1,000,000% of the time. If I've never been to that restaurant before, margarita pizza. Because if you can fuck up a margarita pizza, I don't need to eat anything else. I'm judging your fucking tomato sauce on there. I'm judging your quantity of cheese. And if that is perfect, then next time I will try something different. And then I'll get to a stage, and I love doing this when I go to a restaurant, I'll say to the waiter, feed me.
Yeah.
And they're like, what would you like? And I'm like, feed me. Just bring me anything. But that's a restaurant that I know. Like I've been there a few times. I've had, and also bolognese. Bolognese is the quickest way to tell if it's a shit fucking Italian restaurant. If they can't get a bolognese right, they shouldn't be in business, man.
Yeah.
So weird. Yeah.
We do the same things. If you can't get the basics right, I'm not going to come back.
So weird. And that's I do it. We go out to these like fancy burger restaurants, me and my mates, and everyone will like get the fucking triple stacker, extra bacon, pop. And I'll be like, cheeseburger. And they're like, well, why? Like it's a special tonight. You get like 2 burgers for it. I'm like, cheeseburger. Just let me try it out first. I just need to know that it's good. Like if it's worth it.
Then you'll get the big fucking.
Oh yeah, and then I'll go fucking mental. Food's a problem for me. I always say to people, I'm a fat kid trapped in the body of an athlete.
I'm a fat kid trapped in the body of a fat kid.
It's okay. It's okay.
Fucking love food. Love it.
I want to just look at you. Oh, Birdman says the Blue Oyster Bar.
Jordy saying I've got a reverb on my mic.
I don't hear it on this side.
Has anybody else in chat heard a reverb on my mic? I can only see YouTube chat. I can't see Facebook chat. So.
No, I don't see anything here, man. Full Bins in the house as well. What's up, bro? Julian's dropping links to Vaping Saved My Life. Guys, there's a new petition out, call to action. If you guys can go onto Vaping Saved My Life, fill out your testimonials, number 1, and there is a survey as well, a vaping survey for South Africa. We need your details, guys. We're fighting an incoming fucking heavy taxation on vaping e-liquids right now. That's the next thing they're bitching about. And if you don't think it's important, because it's only R2.90, read carefully. It's R2.90 per milliliter, which means your average 100 ml juice is going to cost you in the region of 650 Rand at the end of February 2023. That's when the date is set for the taxation to kick in. So we need to try and fucking get our testimonials in there and stop that shit from happening.
Fucking unreal.
Tobias, what's happening, bro? Glad to see you here. Nevins. Hello, Nevins. Nevins is like an evil character from a very fucking timid TV show. He's like the next door neighbor. Nevins.
He's not partly crying on his eyes. Love him to bits. There is something I'd like to bring up. If that's all right. Just
yes, please. I think Spanners, I sent you the link just now. If you don't mind just putting it into chat. I've actually got it here. And
for those that don't know, most people who have been in the socials already know. We sadly lost Neil Humber yesterday, who's the editor of Easter Click. He was a very good friend of mine. He was an absolute blinding geezer. And there's a fundraiser for him in a minute. It's not GoFundMe, it's the other one. Is it called Just Giving, I think it's called. And to go towards his funeral, because, you know, as a vaping community, this is what we do.
Yes.
And his son needs it. I think we might be doing a fundraiser within the next couple of weeks. We're going to get some raffle prizes together and do like a big thing. I'm in talks with Johnny from Easter Click at the minute about sorting one out. So keep your eyes peeled for that, and we'll do it. But it was a shock to everyone because none of us even knew he was ill, and I haven't spoken to him which is all he's had a month with this illness, and it's just wiped him out in a month, and he's gone, unfortunately. So very sad times. Sorry to bring it down.
No. It's worthwhile, bro. It's absolutely. We can turn it around. That is, guys, www.justgive.com. It's a crowdfunding for Neil Humber. Just if you've got $5, just put $5 in there, guys. He said Clicks will obviously put something together, and Steampugs said he's working on some prize packages to do giveaways. I'll be up for a 24-hour live if you guys want to run some crazy shit like that again. That will be cool. Got to support the community, man.
That's what we do. We always come together for one of our own, and he was big into advocacy, and he did shitloads behind the scenes, loads of stuff. And he was a hell of a writer. I mean, every year with the Easter Click Awards, he was my nemesis. It was me or him. We were always fighting for second or third place behind Mooch, because Mooch always got first because he's Mooch.
Yeah.
So second or third was either me or Neil, and it was each year went like this. But there was a lot of banter involved in it. You know what I mean? It was funny. We were always jibing at each other and taking the piss out of each other, especially if you won. So he became a good mate, and then he interviewed me for Easter Click, so we became pretty good friends.
Yeah.
And he was a good writer. He was a really talented writer, just a top lad. So we're going to miss him a lot.
It's an amazing industry where even though you're competing with each other, and like me with this little channel and Vaping Bogan or Grim Green, or like I dropped them a message and I'm like, hey, do you want to come on my live? And they're like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. Fucking Grim Green's got 500,000 followers on YouTube, and he's coming on a channel that has 800 followers.
Yeah.
Because fuck it, it's vape. He gets to talk vape, and I love this community. I've met so many cool, weird, strange, fucking fantastic people that like have really become like solid, good mates just from this shit. I mean, I think it was like 2 weeks ago I was on my live. I said I'm coming out to Birmingham. I had 3 people message me and say, if you need somewhere to stay, you can stay in my house. I was like, you don't even know me, bro. Like, you don't know if I'm a narcoleptic, fucking sleepwalking, naked, fucking pyromaniac. Like,
I've got the guy that I run the Vaping Community Forum with. One of the guys, Wolfdam, I did the Vaping Community shows with. He's coming over for the expo, but he's staying at my house for 10 days. I've never met him in person. I've only ever met him online.
That's amazing.
He's going to come and live with me for 10 days.
Nothing wrong, bro.
I can't wait. It's going to be fucking nice. He's a good bloke. I need to go for a piss again.
No worries, man. So, Quibber said he just dropped in for a minute. He has to run. Take it easy, dude. All right, we'll chat to you later if you're in the Valhalla Patreon group after this. Jesse Cummings, what's happening? Hey, Bearded Viking, what's up? No more lacquers. I saw Josh, not Herb, just now said something about not very adventurous with food. I like to stick to what I know. How will you know anything ever different if you stick to what you know? I mean, There's only so many ways they can fry a fucking chicken McNugget, you know? Josh Herb said, didn't know the guy, but I can see he was held in high regard. Rip. Savage Simon, Rip Neil, Nevins, I'll take the next door neighbors. I've been called worse. Oh, Nevins, I'm not picking on you, mate. It's just, you know, that 3 seconds when you meet somebody, you have like that perception, and just your name was like, Nevins, Nevins. I don't know. I don't know why I came up with that. Has anyone asked fucking Phil Ben, behave yourself now. How do I ban somebody from chat? Is it possible to do that? I need to. I know exactly what he's gonna say, but we'll leave it to the time.
Davins has got these same range of liquids as well. He got these serendipity liquids. He's equally impressed, and if they impress Davins, then they must be good because he's arguably the best mixer in the UK.
Yeah, for sure. And I noticed from the other live we were on together that he gives credit where credit is due. So,
Davins is a good lad. He's a good lad, really good lad. Don't stroke his ego too much though, because his ego was already fucking massive.
It's about that time. It's actually taken much longer than normal. People normally fight for this question. I'm gonna wait for it to come up in chat so that I don't make another ass of myself before the question actually comes up. Okay. But I've seen a few people ask it. Yeah, you'll see now. So, Mr. Pugs, vaping life in the UK, how's it going? Are you guys over the Rona yet?
The UK's been fine throughout. In fact, it's just grown from strength to strength. And we can go into a doctor's waiting room and there's vaping posters on the wall. It's very much. It's nothing like it is in any other country. I don't think.
You know that in 2020 when we had our like official lockdown, you weren't allowed to leave your house. Yeah. You weren't allowed to buy tobacco or any vaping products and alcohol. Do you know that?
That's fucking real. I can't even imagine.
Yeah, it was like 2 months. 2 months. And then they opened up things, but you could only buy booze from like weird hours in the day from Monday to Thursday. Couldn't buy on Friday. So like when you decide to have a barbecue at like 10 a.m. on a Friday, you're like, hey, let's have a barbecue tonight. Go off, buy some nice meat, stop at the bottle though, and it's closed. So yeah, I was sober for like 8 months of 2020 because I just kept on forgetting to buy booze.
I crippled my liver during the furlough of being out of work. That's all we did. It got to the point because the weather was glorious here when we all got locked down. So at first, for the first 4 or 5 months, it was literally like being on holiday for a long time. It was. I'm not going to lie, it was pretty good.
It was pretty fucking fantastic, yeah.
You know what I mean? And it came to the point where me and Joe was sat in the back garden and at 10 o'clock in the morning drinking cans of Stella. And we just looked at each other and thought, it's getting a bit bad, this, isn't it? I think we should cut back a little bit.
Yeah, it's getting a bit out of
time. But I'm not going to lie, it wasn't the worst thing that happened to me.
I was
a year off work.
Okay, the questions have come up. Julian and Henny. So, the question is, why can't we be friends? And that's going to be our next Patreon shirt because I had a song stuck in my head years ago. And I just kept on eluding, like, why can't we be, damn it. And then people kept on, like the next live, people kept on asking, why can't we be, and then I see that, and then the song gets stuck in my head. So, why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? 'Cause you make me sing this fucking song. Done! I haven't done it in a couple of weeks though, so.
It's an airworm. Called an airworm.
Yeah, it's like one of those things. Like, it's just, whenever I see it, like, even if I read it, now the song's just stuck in my head. It does make me happy. It's a happy song. It, like, makes me, like, cheerful. But
I wake up with music in my head. I literally wake up with music in my head.
100%. And you have to go onto Spotify, find that song, fucking listen to it 3 times.
Oh,
Otherwise, it'll stay in your head.
Yeah, there's certain songs. At the minute, I've been listening to The Last Shadow Puppets, and there's a couple of their songs, and I only have to listen to it once at work. 4 days before, I will wake up with that song in my head every fucking day. It's a bit like being mental. Pretty sure.
I think that's an advantage. Because that's...
You never get sick of it. Then it starts to annoy you.
I know. And then there's like 850 people that keep on reminding you about it. Yes. I know. But like...
Bastard.
I think Phil Ben says thank you. No problem, bro. Like talking about men's mental health and things like that. If I understand you're very similar to me in the mindset, and I can wake up in the morning, like you said, with a song in my head, or just a positive, fuck, this is going to be a cracker day. I just get up and go at it.
No,
it happens. Not all the time, not every day. I've got fucking a 3.5-year-old and a 6-year-old. It doesn't happen every day, but I never believed in things like depression and anxiety and stuff like that because I couldn't experience it for myself. Like, my wife calls me overly optimistic because when I'm looking at a project and I'm like, hey, I need 10 grand, I need to do this project, I need this, I need that. And she's like, no, like, scale it down, get it out there, see if it's a result, then we'll scale it. And I'm like, no, but I have to go hard. I have to do it all. Like, I don't see the pitfalls in life. And then you take me, and if I exist, there's another person who can't see the fucking silver lining in a rainbow. And there's people like that. I suffer with depression. I suffer with anxiety badly. I medicate for the anxiety. And that opened my mindset to being more aware of other people's like mental health sort of things, and just go and ask your partner, are they okay? Just make them a cup of coffee. Go right now. Just wake them up if you have to. Just say, are you okay? That's all it takes. And it means mental health is not just men's mental health. Mental health is for everyone. Just ask your partner, are you okay? That's all you...
It's not just your partner. It's not just your partner. If you've got a friend that you know suffers from mental health...
100%.
Just phoning them out of the blue will make their day.
Yeah, man. And I tell you what, for somebody that's stuck in that doldrum of depression and anxiety, they will not reach out to you. The reason that suicides happen with people that have fucking 50 friends is because they can't. They cannot reach out to somebody.
They don't want to be a burden.
100%. You know that like 80% of suicides are in a bathroom because it's easier to clean up. Subconsciously, they're going, I don't want to be a burden to anybody else. I'm going to end my life. And it's easier, and the bathroom's the easiest place to clean up. And that's why...
If I kill myself here, I still want you to be happy that you don't have to go and clean it all up afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way that people like that think.
Yeah. So, yeah, like Pug said, don't worry about, like, your partner. I mean, yes, go ask your partner, but go just ask a friend. Just ask a random friend. And maybe that's a challenge for us to do. Right now, WhatsApp, text message, whatever, 3 of your mates... Just randomly out of the blue, even if you haven't spoken in 3 years, just say, how are you doing? That's all. Just, is everything okay? Just ask the question. You can save a life. And that's me. That's me, I'm done. Let's talk about other stuff. So you were going to give us a little bit of your buffet and then you got stuck into the sexy liquids.
Sorry, I got stuck in serendipity, didn't I?
Stuck in serendipity.
Oh. I'm just using lipos for the serendipity range because that's where I get my best flavour. I'm all about lipos. But I've also got another PWM with the Asgard, and in that, another phenomenal liquid that came out this year from Nevins himself, the Trifle. That is just incredible. I'm on that. I've also got the PWM Steam Crave with... I'm into my glass at the minute. I'm going back old school.
Yeah, dude, we had this discussion last week.
Fucking love glass caps. I love them.
Trinity Glass is, I think they're making a big comeback.
Well, rightfully, Joe. I mean, where is it? Have I got it? Yes, I've got it. I'll take the band off it because that's a bit too old school. The Steam Crave Glass V2 RTA, and that's the one with the glass chamber inside the glass chamber, so it's all glass. The flavour from that is just phenomenal. The flavour you get from glass is phenomenal. It's cleaner, and especially with creams and stuff like that, it brings out accents in the flavour that you don't normally get. It just does. Is what it is. Also, the Vaporesso Target 200. I love this for a little regulated device.
What is it? Wait. Like, I'm super bummed because my August GT has died. And anyone that's been following my channel, it is officially...
What's that?
Fucked.
What is it?
The August.
Oh, my Aegis L200 died this week. Have I done it a month?
Oh, no. I've had this before... I think I'm in 2019.
At least it's had a good life.
Oh,
I've broken every Aegis. Every Aegis has died on me. Every single one.
Bro, I don't want to tell you this, but me too.
They are fucking shit.
And Geek Vape, come on.
I mean, I've still got this Legend. Is it Legend, this one? I think it's the Legend.
No. The Legend, no. That is the...
What's that then?
The Legend was a dual 18650 that came out after the 26650. So you had the, what is that?
Somebody in chat will know. It's an Aegis.
Yeah, somebody in chat. We'll wait for somebody to.
I can't remember.
The big touchscreen.
Well, that's the second one. That's the second one of them because the first one broke. So, you know, I have even the very first 26650 one doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
They've all gone. Honestly, the contacts in them are abysmal.
Worse I don't know why.
I don't know why.
Because it's
fix you can do.
That's the whole reason why I bought the Geek Vape stuff, because of like waterproof, shockproof, and boom.
Indestructible.
The 26650 I went through 3. Then I went to the 18650 version. I killed 2 of them. And I mean, I know that I'm hard on mods. Because I make acrylic fucking tank windows, so I don't really care where I put it. If it falls off a shelf, I pick it up, I carry on vaping. I'm just rough. But then the little Argus GT, I mean, it's been used.
It's always been used.
It's been, dude, this thing's
weathered.
It's 100% more than 2 years old.
Yeah.
And it's lasted 2 years, whereas anything from Geek Vape or the Aegis range hasn't lasted me a year.
No.
So okay. So I wanted to ask you, what was that one? Is it a dual 21700? I'm in the bank for a dual 21700.
Well, this one.
Yeah.
This is dual 18650.
No, I don't want 18650. I want more.
It's not much bigger than 2 18650s. It's really compact.
Okay, that's not bad.
It's fabric and it's nice. It's like on the modern day waterproof speakers that you can get. I've got one by
like a suede.
It's a fabric, but it's waterproof, and the grip on it is just beautiful.
What is it?
It's a really nice shape. It's the Vaporesso Target 200.
Target 200. I'm gonna write that shit down right now.
But however, there is one little thing wrong with it. It's got a raised 510.
I'm not that particular. Like I said,
it doesn't really matter with some, but.
Oh, wow, what the fuck would they do that?
Why would they do that when you've got all that real estate on the top?
Dude, yes.
I mean, I know, it's almost the perfect regulated device. And then they go and do that. Why would you do that? However, that is the the QP, what's it called that? Juggernaut V2, which I think is the 27 or 28mm. And it doesn't look that bad. There's a bit of a step, but it still looks nice together. Oh, no, look at that tip. Recognise that?
I know a guy. I would say I'm not pedantic. See, I'm using a fucking Geek Vape here. Yeah. Unfortunately, this is the 18650 because I don't read good, and I love it. I love Geek Vape stuff. I love it, but because I love the rubber feel to it, because it makes me feel like rubber's more durable when I drop it than fucking a metal frame or glass or plastic or whatever.
Yeah, but look, it's all well and good sorting the outside out, but sort the fucking inside out.
It's nice. It fits good.
Yeah.
But I got the 18651 instead of reading the fucking details and getting the 21, which I now know is the Aegis Solo, which is a 2170. No, this. Fuck it. Anyway.
There's too many of them.
I don't mind. I mean, this is the Blotto Max.
I like that tank though.
Look how it fits.
Yeah, it does. It looks gorgeous.
Bro, it is built for this fucking device.
Look at your beautiful airflow. Look what I did on mine. Drilled it right out.
You are a savage, bro. So you can't use the original Blotto or the 1.5.
I've got the Blotto and I did like it. Here's the thing with me with dual coil RTAs. I want to control the airflow. So it needs to have the option of being wide open, but I control it with my lungs.
Yeah.
So I don't need to get it all straight away, but I need to know that I do it, not, you know.
Yeah. And when the Blotto comes in at 40% less airflow than an average device, you feel that. And I felt it in the beginning, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sakes, I can't use this thing. And then after a few fucking days of using it, I was like, you know what? It's actually at the right amount of airflow, especially because like using a 2.5 coil, bang on. But since I've had the Max, I'm like, you know what? I do like free air, and I will use as much of it as possible.
It's up to me what I do. I don't need the airflow. I mean, take this for example. This is the QP Juggernaut V2. That's actually more restricted than it should be, and it annoys me because that's an expensive tank. Yeah. That's like a 70 quid tank.
Yeah.
So, and they put a tiny. I can't just don't pick it up. Look, that's the airflow on the top there. That's not big enough.
You're having your experiences with prototyping and making devices, and you know that the incremental changes that you make to a prototype expands or detracts from that device unbelievably. Yeah. Like I've just gone through it now, and I'm going to help you through your next one. Like not even a millimeter's worth of change, and it's a completely different device.
Totally. Yeah.
So can you imagine how many designs they went through on QP to come up with that specific airflow to make it hit exactly perfect? Maybe they could just sell out like replaceable AFC rings that you could just change it out and just have all the airflow you want.
Okay. It's still good. It's one of the best RTAs I've ever used, to be fair.
But if it had too much airflow, would you say that it is still good? Would you be like, oh no, I don't get any flavor out of this thing? I think they take that into account. They design it, they use it, and they're like, the airflow's too much, I'm losing flavor. Let's reduce the airflow so that people get a good flavor. Now you just said it. It's still pretty good.
It's still pretty good.
Would it be shit with more airflow?
No, I don't think it would.
That's for you. The general populace?
Probably not. I'm a high-powered vapor. I'm probably in the 5% that vape continuously over 100 watt.
Yeah, exactly. So, over 100 watts?
Always.
You got issues, man.
That's set low for a LiPo. That's at 155. That was at 165. That's at 160. That's at 180.
I have not yet gotten into actual LiPo vaping. You know I'm getting into it because yes, we've got some things coming to happen. But yeah, I'm interested. I am interested. I don't think it's a battery life thing for me. I don't enjoy ramp up. Like I purge RTAs, and you shouldn't have to. Like I need that immediate kick, and you guys explained it nicely to me, saying LiPo is the way to go.
You'll only get that from a LiPo.
Have you seen the new M30? Have you gotten a hold of one?
No. What's that?
QP.
No, I haven't actually.
They did the M25. Now they've got an M30.
30 mil. I have seen it.
Bro, it's so fucking expensive. I mean, like, even me, I literally this month decided to clean all, like, gear that I've reviewed and I've only used, like, 1 tank or 2 tanks from. I've got it on the shelf over there, but I had 6 devices. I've just got 3 left now. I'm selling reviewed devices so that I can buy the M30. And I've already sold 3 and I still don't have enough money. It's fucking expensive.
Well, if it's a 30, it's probably going to be 80 quid over here, I would have thought, at least.
It's about 2,000 Rand. That's £100.
Fuck.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you guys get it for £80, but in my currency right now, it's £100 for an M30, and I'm like, not that I can't afford it, because like I review it and I make products for it and I'll make money off it at the end of the day. But normally I don't think when I walk into a vape store, I'm like, I've got a list on my whiteboard over here of tanks that I need to get so that we can make acrylic versions of the glass, because people have requested it. And normally I'll just go to a vape shop. If I can find it, I just buy it straight. Like 500-600 Rand, it doesn't matter, because I can make money from it. And then the M30, which is coming out at 1,800 Rand, is the cheapest one I found. And I'm like, fuck. It's 3 times the price of anything that I've ever bought before. Like, I don't know if I can do it.
£72 from e-cig 1, but they're sold out.
Yeah. Yeah, and then there's that problem as well.
In stock, €104. So that's about £100.
Julian says the M30 is around 2,450 Rand in South Africa right now, which equals £105.
Fuck. So the only place I can get it from is there for 104.
Daz Brown says 90 quids over here for the M30. I mean, we know that QP, the beautiful Canadians that they are, they make amazing products, dude. Like, if I can just tell you how many replacement acrylics we've sold for the Juggernaut V2, the M25, like the Gata, we've sold fuckloads of replacement product, which means there's fuckloads of those products out in the world, but they were never this price.
No. Do you know what, Brad? If we do mine and mine gets out there, that's not going to be that price.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll be better than that.
Yeah, but I think, you see, their whole card is it's made in Canada.
It's a quality product, I am not going to deny.
Yeah,
and I don't mind paying for quality.
No, and it is. Well, you don't mind, but you're looking at a fucking 90 quid bill right now.
I'd rather not. I'd rather it was 50 quid. But, you know, I'll probably buy that, because a 30mm tank is right up my street. And I do like QP. And the airflow and the fatality looks more like my kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't really the biggest fan of the M25's airflow with the dual bottom airflow like that. But the M30, it looks money. Now I need to find a device that will fit. I'm going to buy it. I mean, I'm going to buy it. I'm just bitching, but I'm going to buy it. I know I'm going to buy it. I don't have a choice.
Get yourself a light post, put it.
Yes, I just need the inside pieces.
Got the outside.
I got the outside. Most of it. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything moving along on that lately? Or is it kind of just stalled a little bit?
What's that? That one?
With Johnny,
no. I was supposed to jump onto it this week. He did send me a message earlier in the week. And I didn't ghost him. I just kind of like, yes. So when I'm busy with something and somebody asks me something, my immediate answer is yes. And then I just walk away. And if I don't want to talk to them, I say, while they're still in conversation, I'll go, just hold on. And then I turn around and I walk away. And it's amazing how many people just stand quietly waiting for you. Because you said, just hold on. And then I just continue on something else. I didn't ghost him. Johnny, I love you, bro. Long time. But
love him.
Yeah, I know last week we had month-end issues, and we got a few new products launching with Obey Robot that like I'm pressing on.
I tell you what though, Johnny is an exciting character because he's got some good equipment coming in, and I'm in top class equipment in his room. He's got another brain like ours. He will not shut up.
Yeah, okay. I think now we need to end this live because now you're poking the fucking bear. Bro! That's why he messaged me. He sent me a photo of the fucking his hand with the keys because they didn't deliver the key with his and he was like, haha.
He's got some stuff. Man.
Yes. But hey, dude, we do 3D printing stuff here to not just for Bearded Viking, for our other companies. Like we prototype models and then we make them in silicone and resin, whatever. And I work a lot with the 3D printer. I'm not knowledgeable about it. I'm not like a nerd about it. I wish I was. But what Johnny does with his 3D printers, my friend, that is some next level bullshit right there. I always think of like 3D printed mods, like Frankenskull, $500.
I've never liked them. Got to be honest, I've never liked 3D printed anything.
Anything.
I don't like the texture. I don't like it. I don't like the look of it. It feels cheap and shit to me.
Because 3D printing is cheap and shit. Right. When you know what I know about 3D printing and what Johnny goes through to make a device, you will respect that man and you will give him your card. Don't ask how much, just give him the card. He does a phenomenal job. It's insane. And I'm so stoked that he's venturing into the resin side of life. Whether I make the resin bodies for him or he casts them himself in the UK, I don't care. I'll make the molds for him, but I want to be involved in his projects because he's like us. He's just like fucking mental.
You kind of get addicted to what he's doing. And,
so easily because he makes beautiful shit. Yeah, the fatality, just got a comment here from Julian Jr. The fatality M30 is what the Violator should have been from the start. True story.
Oh my god, I'm not even paying attention to chat. All the bastards are in there. DTR, Pugs is compensating for something. Yeah.
I don't know if he needs to compensate or anything. Have you seen Joe? I'm just saying. I didn't want to bring it up, but I'm just saying.
You'll meet her in person, mate.
Well done, mate.
I'd like to say thank you, but I didn't really do anything.
Yeah, it's just what you do. It's just it happens naturally,
She came for me.
Of course she did. Of course she did.
She asked me out. Was I going to say no?
Nah. I mean,
she's a very, very beautiful girl.
She is, but she's fun, dude. That's like.
No, do you know what it is with her? And it's in my experience. Not trying to blow my own trumpet. I've had a lot of girlfriends in the past. I've lived with like 5 women, and I've had a lot of girlfriends. It's rare to get somebody that's as beautiful as she is, as nice as she is. Usually,
but like really nice and funny and quirky and naughty and
just a bit of everything.
Yeah, I can see that's why I got along with her well because like you and I are the same, so it's like we're all the same kind of weird.
You can't offend her. She'll take it all in a stride. I mean, she lives with me. She lived with me for 10 years. So I'm a dick. I know I'm a dick.
Sometimes
I'm constantly joking and laughing and mucking about and taking the piss. That's just what I do. So she's used to it. She's very used to it.
Yeah, no, 100%. Henny Smith, a comment that's gone past already, he said, I want the Voltro for the Pulse. Works out to 2,400 Rand in our monies without shipment.
This borrow thing, it's just not working for me.
Bro.
I can't do single battery devices. They're not enough. I'm not.
I can do them because I live and work from home sort of thing. Like my battery charger is always full of ready to go batteries. I really enjoyed the BB a lot. It was one of my things because I felt fancy vaping on a BB. Like I knew because there's a price tag on it, and I had all the cool shit to go with it. And then I got a Pulse, and I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. Like,
why did you spend a lot of money on a BB when the pulse is just as good?
They are, but they aren't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel nothing to go down to the workshop with my pulse and like run around town with my pulse, because I know that like single coil can 118-650 or the 21-700. I got battery for days. I've got juice for fucking no problem. And if I drop it, it's fine. If I drop my billet box, I would have a heart attack and die.
That's very true. I need to piss again. Get on.
Did you bring your girl bladder with you tonight? Daz Brown says, Brent's too big for the Scout Masters SR. What? I'm too big for the Scout Masters SR. I don't know. You calling me fat, Brown? Are you calling me fat? Isn't QP Canadian design, China built? Yes, Ian. Yes. Canadian design, obviously China built, because everything's made in China. But there's different factories in China, and like I can have an RTA manufactured in China for no money, like really no money. But the screws will strip out in a minute, and it just won't be worth it. QP pays a really, really, really handsome fee to a really good fucking Chinese manufacturer that does their products solely for QP. So, I mean, directly for QP. So, it's worth the money. QP is definitely worth the money, but it's getting a bit fucking up there now. It's getting, yeah, Ian Thomas, you're 100% correct. It is China built, but it's...
Who brought up the Scoutmaster? Who said that?
I don't know. Somebody said Brent's too big for the Scoutmaster. I don't know what that means.
Would you like me to explain it?
Probably not. Not on air. We'll go.
It's not that bad. It's me getting drunk on our show and telling them a story about me when I was a kid. I'd go on scout camp, and the Scoutmaster used to make us in the morning stand outside our tents, take our t-shirts off, line up, and he'd walk along tweaking all our nipples, and we thought it was funny. Turns out he was actually a massive paedophile and got arrested for it, and he went to prison. So yeah, I kind of enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Holy fuck, bro! You know, there's so many stories of this cuck going on.
Yeah, well, it's stereotypical, isn't it? Scouts,
like at Scouts, there was this like invite a friend day, and a mate of mine invited me to go sleep over the night. It's like almost like at the school, on the school field. You set up tents. There's a bricked up fucking fireplace, and you have to learn how to. Oh, it's a boy. That's a bit of a problem.
I'm just gonna let that thaw.
And so my mate Gary invites me to go do this like scout thing or whatever, and the challenge is that the Scoutmasters are just there to observe, and the boys must like cook their own dinner and fucking make their own fires and shit. And dude, I grew up on farms, so I fucking got cracking with it, made a fire, fucking cooked the meat, all of this, and then they wanted to give me like all these badges and stuff and wanted me to join, and I was like, no, it doesn't feel right, like, no. That's hectic.
Yeah,
actually, one of my school teachers was arrested because like we got to like have boys' schools and girls' schools, and one of my ex-school teachers was arrested and sent to jail for similar activities. He was offering young men lifts home in his vintage vehicle, and kind of missed the gear knob and got the other knob too many times. Yeah, little touchy-feely.
You know, there's some very wrong people out there. There is.
Chris Doyle says, Joe is an absolutely lovely Pugs, you're a lucky man. And I agree with him. Joe is extremely lucky to have somebody like Pugs in her life.
Which I tell her about every day.
Exactly. So you guys have you got married last year?
We got married last summer.
Wow, well done. Last week,
kids have been together for 10 years.
Last week, my wife and I celebrated 10 years of marriage.
Nice. How long have you been together in total?
14 years.
So I would say that was normal. Being together 4 years and then getting married, I'd say that was quite.
Yeah, I did it. I did it by the clock, mate.
We were together for 10 years.
It was one of those things. When I met Laura, it was I met Laura, and she had her back turned to me, and I went, "Fuck," because I had just got into America. It was literally like my second day in America. Started my first job, and she was working there, and I saw her across the room, and they introduced me to a room full of like 18 people, and I saw Laura, and I went, "Damn it." Because that was my whole thing. I was going to get to America and just go savage on every woman I found. And I was going to cross off a whole bunch of flags off of my calendar, like I was going to fucking own. And the first girl, like 20 minutes, bro, not even 20 minutes on the ship. And I saw her and I went, damn it. Damn it. And we were dating for about a year. And hit me like I was never going to be married. I was always going to be Uncle Brent on the couch.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. I was never going to get married. Hit me like a ton of bricks, bro. I saw a ring in a jewelry case, and I went, that's the ring I'm going to marry Lara with. And I still stopped, and I went, what did you say? To myself. I was like, what? To the day, 2 years later, I proposed to her. We were engaged for, to the day, 2 years. And then we couldn't get married. And then I was out fighting in the Seychelles, and I got a phone call on our anniversary or something like that, because our anniversary is like literally the 25th of December. That's the day we hooked up first time. And the phone call went as follows: your mom and I have been talking, and we're going to get married in February. And I went, very well. So the two months later, on the 24th of February, we got married. Yeah.
Ours is. Do you know how romantic ours was?
Absolutely.
The getting married thing, because we talked about it obviously in the past, and then me, Joe, and one of my best friends, Nick, went out drinking one night in Altrincham where we live, and we're at this bar, and we're literally three of us completely shit faced at the bar. And Joe just turns around and says, you're 50 next year, aren't you? I went, yeah. Well, why don't we just get married on your 50th birthday? I went, all right. Turn around to the mate and says, Nick, Johnny best man. He went, all right. Done deal.
Yeah, for sure.
And that was it.
And then she turned from a lesbian to a thespian.
When I first met her, I thought she was a lesbian. She was one of my makeup artists. That sounds not right at all. I used to manage a photography studio.
Oh, okay.
And she was one of our makeup girls. I was the only bloke with 30 women and the boss. That was it. So I was the manager of the whole thing.
Yeah, buttered your bread on both sides there, son.
I may have sampled a few of the. Yeah.
No, none of them ever. I've never had another girlfriend in my whole life.
We were together.
Laura, and that was it.
Me and Joe got together after I'd left that place, and I was there for 10 years. So she was with a policeman for years. It was a knobber.
You mean copper? I think you spelled that wrong.
She was with a copper, and but this copper would never let Joe go anywhere that I was.
Rightfully fucking so.
Well, he was right at the end of the day. So at the time, I was like, "Oh God, he's a dick. Why is he being like that?" Then it turns out we got married and have children. So there you go.
Because
the guy was quite
you see, it's that fucking intercontinental fucking universe connection. You can't help it.
See it.
I purposefully aimed my life at being single and fucking everywhere in the whole world. And I saw Laura, and I literally just saw my whole life just crumble before my eyes. Like, start from scratch, buddy. I was like, damn it, man. And I'm glad for it, and it's been the best part of my life. I promise you.
This has been the best 10 years of my life.
Yeah.
So it is true. I mean, I've been married before, but that was a fucking nightmare.
Oh shit! Gangsters are in the house. Kaiser Sosa says, "Top man." Ian Thomas, yes, you're spot on about, I suppose that's the comment about QP being manufactured in China. Yes, correct. Kaiser Sosa, gotta shoot later, Thomas. Ian Thomas says later, gotta shoot. Cheers, everyone. Look at my comment, says Savage Simon. Look at my comment. Savage Simon says, I don't know what EY means. A? A up, Koza.
Hey up.
Okay, well, I'm scrolling up now because Savage is getting a bit savage.
Daytime Frank said he's scraping the bottom of the barrel, this guest. Cheers, DTF.
It is what has to happen. It's unfortunate, but that's, you know what? You can't choose who you drink beer with.
Kevin Reed the other day says, I'm looking forward to the day when I can watch a vape stream that you're not on. Well, I hope he's watching now. Fuck off, Creed.
Full Bean says 24th of Feb is my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mum.
Birthday, Mum.
Holy fuck. Georgia Boy is married for 21 years.
Gooshed.
He doesn't even look that old.
I don't know what it looks like. So.
Nah, he doesn't look that old. Doesn't look that old at all. Alright, well, we fucking went over time.
Already? Wow. See, I'm from Savage Simon's show. This feels like peanuts to me. We do 6 hours like this.
Do you guys have a, like, I know it's a panel show. Do you have a cutoff? Like, is there like a 3-hour marker?
When we can't see anymore, that's usually the cutoff.
That's fair. I mean, fair enough. It is a Saturday night.
I'm not on a 3-hour after show party. It's good.
Georgia Boy says he's 41. He's been married for 21 years.
Jesus Christ. Good going.
Wow. High school sweetheart much?
Yeah. Well done. Well
Daytime Franks has been married 17 years. Yeah, that's a long time, man.
It's a very long time.
Sure. You're looking at Pugs here who's been married 6 fucking months, man.
And I'm already getting itchy feet. I'm joking on them.
Never.
That's for life, that one.
Yeah, no, that's, I said to Laura, like we've had our odd arguments and sort of heated discussions, and it's always been, sorry babe, you're fucking stuck with it. Like
10 years, we've not had one argument in 10 years.
Well, she's very accommodating then.
We've had heated words, maybe, occasionally, but we've never had a blazing row. Not one blazing row, ever. And when you compare that to the last marriage, where I can't remember when we had a normal conversation that wasn't a blazing row.
Yeah. I think, you see, that's what, see, unfortunate fucking thing of our society is that a man can go through multiple relationships and earn quality points for each relationship, whereas a woman goes through 3 relationships, she's a fucking whore. Very unfair, because I believe, and I'm like one of those guys, I'm friends with all my exes.
Oh, yeah, well, I was. Actually, like, my ex-wife blocked me when I got married to Joe on the day.
Aww.
I know. Well,
a little sore there, maybe. Dude, like a year ago, not even last year, I went down to Cape Town and I spent the night at my ex's house, who ended up marrying one of my mates, and they've got 2 kids together, and people are like, oh, how could you go stay there? Like, what does your wife say? And I'm like,
it's called being
it doesn't matter. My wife knows her, and they're friends, and like, it's like, get over that.
I've got a 26-year-old son.
Yeah.
To an ex from way back. And Debbie, the mother of his son, is good friends with Joe.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that.
Sit there and have a drink. She'll turn up at the wedding, and it's absolutely fine.
Because people are in your life for a journey. And it doesn't matter if the journey is 1 year or it's 10 years, they're there. If it's for the rest of your life, so be it. But you've got to learn these certain things and take characteristics from each relationship and go, you know what? I really liked a person who treated me like that. You know what? I really didn't like a person that did these sort of things. And And then once you've gotten this pattern of something that you're solidly happy with and committed to, when the right person comes, they fall straight into the slot and there's no arguing. There's no nothing.
It's very cliched. It's a very cliched saying, but it's very true what it is. As soon as you meet the right person, you realise why it never worked with anybody else.
100%. 100%. Like 10 years, Laura and I went out to lunch and to celebrate, obviously. And we sat there like having our steaks or whatever. And I looked at her and I was just like, I can't believe it. Like, I haven't done anything for 10 years consecutively in my whole life. I mean, other than masturbating, but fuck it. Like,
doing something for 10 minutes for you is a fucking result.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Like, I've done so many different jobs in so many different disciplines. Like, every 2 years, not even years, like months, it's a different thing, a different, like, and then I've been with the same woman for 14 years.
People with mindset can't stagnate because that will drive you mental. You cannot stagnate. You can't sit there and do nothing for a long time. You can take a break, but something will come up and you'll get fixated on that.
I got to chatting with somebody the other day, and this is like quite fresh. And he's lived in the area for 10 years, and I grew up in the area. And he was like, hey, so like, yeah, we should have a barbecue together. I was like, yeah, like we got on quite quickly. Like we knew that we could be like best friends. And
Friends.
And yeah, and like kind of like, okay, so like who do you know in the area, and like where did you go to school, and like this and that, and trying to connect us in some way or form. And then the question was, so which pubs do you frequent in the area? And I was like, none of them. And he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I don't do that. I don't. And I know people that go to the one pub and they have their one beer and they're there from fucking 5 till 6:30 every day. That would drive me fucking mental. I said to him, honestly, I don't really like people that much. I'm a socialite with people that I like.
Yeah.
I'm not social in public. If I go out to a restaurant or a bar or something like that, don't fucking come talk to me if I don't know you. Like, don't do that. Like, I don't like that. But if I'm with a group of my mates, fucking, I'll tear the fucking roof off of that place. We'll have a jaw, like a party. And he's like, why don't you like it's a normal thing. A guy like, which pub is your pub? And I'm like, I don't have a pub.
I don't do it.
Because
I've not done that for a long time.
I've got a fucking workshop downstairs that I can make the weirdest shit. And that keeps me entertained enough. If I want to have a beer, I grab a 6-pack out the fridge and I'm all good. I don't know, it's just a weird thing that somebody like they didn't understand that I don't socialise like that.
Don't go to the pub in the hope that I might meet some people that I can get along with. Fuck no.
No. I said to him, like, if I do go out to a pub, I'll probably go at like 11 a.m. in the morning on a Tuesday by myself with a notepad, so I can just, because everyone likes a fucking pub poured draft. I mean, it's just different.
If my mate phones me, say my best man Nick, for example, if he phoned me and said, we're going out tonight, going to Altrincham for a few drinks, do you fancy it? My next question that he knows I'll ask is, who's coming out? I need to know who's coming out.
Yeah, it's an important thing.
Yeah.
Because that kind of sets the pace for the whole evening. Yeah, like, is it somebody I'm going to really get along with? Should I stop at a pharmacy before we get there? Or is it like, is this just going to be fucking pulling teeth? Like,
if he says just me and you, even though it's the best mate, I'll say no, I can't be asked for that. If he says it's going to be a group of our mates that I've got on with for years, 100% there. If he says it's going to be a load of my bandmates, you don't know them, but they're all right, probably not.
Nah. And if it's just going to be you and me, well, pull around to mine and let's have a beer. Like,
just come in.
Yeah, don't fucking.
I don't want to go on a date. It's a bit gay. Sorry, I'm not gay.
It's old. You know what I was thinking about dates? In the shower before this fucking show, I was like, why do older men take their wives to date nights?
I do it to please Jo.
She likes that sort of stuff?
She likes
stuff.
a little bit of us time every now and then. It doesn't happen very often. because we don't see each other a lot.
I would say for the majority is like it's because the span of time between intercourse kind of feels like you're on a first date again. Like you have to reintroduce yourself and like do all this stuff.
We enjoy it. We enjoy being out together away from the kids for that brief bit of fun.
We do that.
Valentine's Day. It's nice. It is nice. And we always enjoy it. We have a good time. We don't do it very often, though.
You must, man. You must. Laura and I, like our kids go to Nana on a Friday night. And then, so we'll drop the kids off. We'll finish up with what the kids go to her after school, like 2, 3 in the afternoon. And then we'll finish up work or whatever at like 5, 6. We'll go for a walk around the neighborhood, and we've got this a noodle bar that serves sushi. That's Japanese, Chinese, and seafood, and probably does pasta and pizza as well. I'm not sure. It's like one of those places, but they got amazing fucking ramen bowl. Right. And then we'll walk there because it's so much, like 2-3 kilometers. We'll walk there, have our noodle bowl, have our chat together, and then walk home. And that's like our date night, as much as it could be. But as far as like going out to clubbing and shit, no.
I'm done.
Nah.
Thank you. I was well into the clubbing scene. The Manchester Hacienda. I was into all that. So I did it. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Now I just like to have fun.
Dude, for me, it's in South Africa because of our weather. It's barbecue, bro. It's everything revolves around the barbecue.
We can get that a little bit, not a lot.
Yeah, if I can't start a fire, I'm not going to start a fire. Like it's
even in the UK, Manchester's weather's shit. So,
but it is what it is. All right, well, let's just check some chats here. This was a bit slowed down a little bit here. Jeremy Furman, me and my wife have been together for 6 weeks, and we found what? Me and my wife had been together for 6 weeks, and we found out she was 4 weeks pregnant. Oh, Jeremy, that's 41 and married for 21.
Joe was together 2 months when she got pregnant.
She didn't fucking get pregnant. You made her pregnant.
I was in bed.
She didn't trip over and fall onto something and then like, I scraped my knee and I might be pregnant. Like,
here's the enigma: is that I just had obstructive spinal surgery, and so I was in bed.
Yeah,
I was bedridden, and then she got. I was off work for like 6 months, and then I went back to work. So yeah, we're having a kid in 3 months. It's like, how the fuck did you even do that? Like,
yeah, that's.
There's more than one way to skin a cat.
Yeah, you remember that immobility stage where she had to bathe you with a happy ending? Yep, there we go.
I was off my face on drugs for 6 months. So, whatever, do what you want.
Oh, Henny just commented, yeah. Henny said Waxy's. Waxy O'Connor's is a pub here in Westville. Yes, I used to love Waxy's. But the whole atmosphere has changed since they stopped serving craft beers and every other beer, and they only support one particular beer manufacturer that sponsored them, and it's just turned to a ball of shit. It's like not worth it. Yeah, totally sold out, man. Date night isn't that for away from the kids. Date night isn't that for get away from to get away from the kids. Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah,
essentially, yes, it is. We love them with all our heart, but it's a job bringing up kids. It's hard work, and as much as you love them, it's nice to have that little breather every now and then.
Yeah, I mean the kids pretty much every weekend go to Nana, and most of the time, to be fair, once we've dropped them off, Laura and I come back into the office and. We work on emails and responding to things and writing invoices and stuff. So, like, we work until like 10, 11 o'clock on a Friday night in the office. And that's our date night. But we're trying not to do that. We're trying to, like, take a walk around and spend more time together. Yeah, Henny says that sucks. Yeah, Waxy's is total sellout. I used to work at Waxy's. That's how long Waxy's has been Westville. It's like a fucking institution, and they've always been like green and gold. Waxy O'Connor's Irish themed pub, blah blah blah. Now it's red because the new sponsor that only allows their beer to be sold there is red. So the whole place is red, so they can get fucked.
It's taking the soul away from it.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. It was dude, like every kid that grew up in Westville was like they worked at Waxy's. That was the thing. Like that's weird.
We had a pub. We had a pub called the Well Green, and we all grew up there. It was an amazing pub, and we've got years and years of memories there. And they knocked it down and made a block of flats.
Fuck.
And it destroyed.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't even know if that's that bad because it was a periodical end. Boom. It is no longer. My building is still there, operating as the building that I loved, and it's red, and it's not the same building. It's bastardized.
That's probably worse.
But anyway, let's shut this down. It's an hour and 20 minutes. 3 frozen beers and 2 Stellas later.
Still got ice in there.
Maybe that fridge works a little too well.
I put this in the freezer just to cool it because it wasn't quite cold enough. Obviously, I left it in there a little bit too long.
Hey, you have to do that thing. You have to put Stella in the freezer.
I'll try that.
Because in my experience, it's happened twice now. I've put a 6-pack in because you buy it off the shelf in the grocer, and then you get home
Stella needs to be cold.
But it doesn't freeze.
So I'll try it for that reason.
I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, it's good beer. Anyway, Steampugs, thank you so much for being here, Paul. I do appreciate your time, and I'm glad that we got to sit and have this chat. Not that we haven't had many chats before, but yeah, nice for everyone to get involved. Yeah. And yeah, we'll probably do this again soon in the future. Why not?
Why not?
I was thinking of doing like a once a month panel. Like ex and future guests. We'll just do a panel show. I think we need to find a charity to do it for or something. But we'll do something like that. I feel like I come onto the UK shows quite a lot, and the panel situation is kind of like a UK thing. Like you guys like to do it in mass. Whereas like American reviewers like to do it on their own, and me, I suppose I like to do it on my own. Or one-on-one, basically. But the panel's pretty cool. I actually enjoy my time on UK shows.
You can have a good laugh doing that. It's just like a group of mates going to the pub that know each other, like we're talking about. You know and trust these people, so you enjoy the time that you spend with them.
And instead of getting in a punch-up, you can just fucking delete them.
It doesn't matter, because we're panels away from it. I can say what I want.
Just put them on mute for 10 minutes, like yellow card. You're on mute.
It's good banter. Really good banter.
Don't leave Stella in the freezer too long, she'll suffocate. Stella!
Spoken like a true truck driver.
Yeah. Stick to the daytime job, Frank. Henry says, not going to make the Zoom. It's been a long day. Yeah, I understand, my bro. So the same tummy bug I have, his staff has had the tummy bug, so he's been running his operation all by himself. Henny does all the graphic design for Bearded Viking. So yeah, he's a good friend. We've been mates for like 20 years.
And he's had the same bug.
Yeah.
It's never a nice feeling when you do a fart and you're not quite sure.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gents, Steampugs, you want to close with anything? End out there. See if.
Do you want me to say goodbye?
Yeah,
say goodbye to chat. I've not seen Facebook chat. I've not got it on, but YouTube chat. Thanks, you've been amazing, Brent. Thank you for having me on your show. You can catch me on Saturday again on Simon's show, and keep your eye out for this fundraiser that we'll be doing for Neil Humber.
100%.
If we do it, it will be massive. We'll see what happens. We'll sort something out.
No, you'll definitely do it. It's all due respects, and yeah, got to make that happen. Simon's show, the Savage Simon 62 YouTube show. It's 9 p.m. UK time.
8 p.m. UK
8
time.
p.m. So that's 10 p.m. South African time. It's well worth jumping in and having a look there, boys. It's a good show.
It's a fucking good show.
Yeah, I'll pop in every so often because I can. Birdman is back and we're about to shut it down. We're going to go off to Valhalla, which is a Bearded Viking Customs Patreon page where we just can continue the chat with our guests. Every Thursday night we have a different guest from all over the world or local guest. And the stream will continue. The Zoom will continue. The stream will end. That's it. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, thank you very much for being here. This has been the Triple T. And remember, keep it cloud.